Hello and welcome to my channel. So today's reading is going to be on predictions for February 2024. Yep, I know I haven't done January, but I have done the general predictions for 2024, so you might want to check that one out as well if you're curious. So again, I am still traveling, and I will be traveling for like I am at a different location for about the next 2 months or so. So I won't have crystals for you, but I do have the cards, and you're going to be able to choose based on a card, all right? So, Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 1? What is February 2024 going to bring for them? Yeah, this one. Let me see, this one or this one? Both of them, actually. Well, I'm going to choose one. Spirit, what is February 2024 going to bring for pile number 2? What is February 2024 going to bring for pile number 3? Tell me, Spirit. Okay. So pile number 1, we have this card with Clear Endeavor, number 39. All right. Pile number 2, we have Renewal of Peace with number 13. Pile number 3, we have Leap of Faith with number 22. All right, so I'm going to zoom in a bit. All right, so these are your 3 options. Once again, if you didn't want to wait through the card selection. Pile number 1, you have this card over here. Pile number 2, you have this card. Pile number 3, you have this card. Again, I apologize for the lack of crystals, but I'm sure that the cards are suggestive enough, for you to choose one. Once again, my recommendation is that you meditate upon the question a little bit with your eyes closed, maybe address it to a higher power, and then open your eyes and choose the first card that stands out to you instinctively without overdoing it. And I will see you at your reading. And also, before I sign off, I will ask you to please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. It is the easiest way to support me, and it is free. And also consider clicking the notifications bell if you want to see when I will post a new tarot reading. Thank you. So welcome pile number 1. This is your reading if you have chosen this card with Clear Endeavor. Okay, I'm going to choose some more cards. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 1? What can you tell me for pile number 1? The people who chose the Clear Endeavor Oracle card. What is February 2024 going to bring for them? What messages do you have for them for the month of February? Alright, so let's see. We have the moon. Oh my god, I was just thinking that number 39, well actually no, 39 boils down to a 12, but anyway. So we have the moon, we have the Hierophant, we have the 2 of Cups, we have the Sun as well. We have the King of Cups, we have the 7 of Wands. Alright. More cards. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 1? The people who chose the Clear Endeavor Oracle card. What is the month of February 2024 going to bring for them? Tell me, Spirit. We have the Ace of Swords, the Chariot, the Emperor, the Strength card, 5 of Swords, and 2 of Pentacles. Okay, let's get some oracle cards. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 1, February 2024? What is February 2024 going to bring for them? Repression, and let's see. Yeah, this one. Children. All right. And let me get some more. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 1? What is February 2024 going to bring for them? Okay, we have this card with the Maiden and the Imbolc Lamb. Okay, this is about witches celebrations. And one more. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 1, February 2024? What is this month going to bring in their lives? And we have White Stag Protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition to take you where you want to go. Awaken to the powerful force within you. You are meant to create blessings with your magic. All right. Okay, can't see it that well over here, so I'm going to stick it here. Nice. So, pile number 1. You have this message that you are protected. We have the Emperor here, and you also have this White Stag Protector. You also, interestingly, have the Emperor and the Two of Cups over it. So to me, this does show that some of you could start a new relationship, or you could be meeting someone significant. If this doesn't resonate at all, this could just be some kind of a strong protective figure in your life that is going to help you out during the month of February. This could be someone that you are reconnecting with, or someone that you are just, now getting in touch with. Maybe someone you don't even know that well, or you're just going to meet them for the first time this month. And this person is going to be some kind of a mentor, protector, someone who's going to guide you. In any case, with a protective message coming out twice, there's definitely also a message of being divinely protected. So I think the message is that, you should try to control your worries during this time. You have the message here of repression and children, and you also have the sun and the strength underneath. So this tells me that many of you, I'm sure, are kind of stuck in a state of being very busy, hyper active, maybe kind of running around, from one thing to another, sometimes not getting the chance to relax much at all. You could also just have a lot of worries hanging on your head. That is true. Or you could have had them in recent history. But the message from Spirit is you need to learn to relax. You need to learn to become more in touch with your inner child, more authentic, happier, pause a little bit, smell the roses every now and then. So don't get too caught up in the rat race, basically, is what I'm trying to say. This is definitely going to be a month when you're going to increase your vitality, your strength. And this is a strong message for people who maybe have struggled with health issues, that the health issues are going to improve or even heal during this month because of this combination of the strength and the sun. We have this 8th house energy, and we also have the sun. So there's some transformation surrounding your reputation. And again, the sun is Emperor energy. So there's kind of like, there's some kind of a strong, paternal energy. Like there's some person in your life, again, like a mentor, a teacher, that is really going to support you during this month. And if they give you advice, you should listen to it. Oh, this is really specific for those of you who are actually into teaching, that you're going to have a really good month this February 2024. We have the Hierophant, we have the Sun energy, we have the Chariot. So to me, this shows that you're going to have like more business, or you could just be making more money, or your job is going to go very well. Especially if you are in fields that have to do with teaching, imparting knowledge, training other people somehow. I also see that you could be getting some kind of very powerful idea this month that is going to help you. Like you could also just in some way really change your perspective on life, on things. For those of you who have, let's say, tried to work out through past trauma, or you have been in therapy, this could be a month where you're going to reach some kind of significant breakthrough with respect to your issues, whatever those issues may be. And It's going to be some kind of a significant, milestone that's going to lead to the path of healing for you. I also see that your ideas, your subconscious, actually is brimming with energy, with ideas, with inspiration. You might even want to write down, your dreams, ideas that you get in your dreams. You could actually get ideas in your dreams during this time because there's a lot of activity. And you're also just very creative, very intuitive, very imaginative. So if you have any kind of creative ideas, this is definitely a time to pursue them. Spirit is telling you to leave the past behind. I feel like many of you are still mulling over past failures, and these past failures could still be hanging heavy on your confidence, your self-esteem. And if that sounds like you at all, Spirit is telling you to let it go, basically. There's so much moon energy here in this chart. I wonder if some of you could have like maybe Kritika or Pushya nakshatra placements. If you come from astrology, from my astrology channel, you know what I'm talking about. Those of you who don't, if you're curious, I will leave my channel in the video description if you want to check it out. Because we have some strong sun energy also, and we have the symbolism of the lamb here. Of course, you could also have Aries placements. So for those of you who actually have children, this is going to be a month where you will get to prioritize them more. You will get to, spend more time with your children. They might be a particular priority this month. For those of you who want children, this could be a time to conceive. And for those who don't have children, are not interested in the topic, this could just be you healing the inner child or getting more in touch with that innocent enthusiasm for life that I'm sure many of you with this pile have been lacking or have been neglecting for a long time, because I see a lot of stress, I see a lot of busyness here, and I definitely feel like Spirit is telling you need to kind of learn to smell the roses. Like, interestingly, you actually have a rose here on the number 14. And the number 14 boils down to a number 5 in numerology, which is Mercury energy technically, but I also connect it to the 5th house in astrology, which is ruled by the sun. So that's heart chakra, that's children, that's creativity. This is really specific for some of you. This is a good month to invest. And we also have the 2 of Pentacles here and the 7 of Wands, which is saying that you're going to be very busy this month, so you may have like a lot of opportunities. I feel like for the most part, it's actually going to be a positive busy, in the sense that you may just get more opportunities to do a lot of things. But the message here is that you have to really learn how to organize yourself, how to prioritize things, and it's becoming increasingly more important for you, for your well-being, for your health, to learn how to manage your time and your resources. And this also shows you could be getting multiple streams of income, and this is good for business. If you are in business, again, it shows like you could be multiplying your income, you could be getting multiple streams of income. For the most part, I see predominantly positive energies actually. And also very specific, this is for, not very specific actually, like I said, about therapy, because we have the moon and the sun represented. So some of you could be really working on wounds connected to early childhood, to your mother figure, your father figure, because that's the moon and the sun. And also maybe connected to if you are a mother or if you are a father, like healing these wounds will help you understand how to be a better parent in return. We also have the chariot and the Hierophant here, like I said. So to me, this definitely shows you're going to have like some kind of strong opportunity when it comes to, I definitely think when it comes to teaching, either teaching or actually learning from other people. And of course, very specifically for some of you, this is about tying the knot, right? So very specifically for those who have been in a serious relationship, this could be a month where you're going to be proposed to or you're going to get married. But for others of you, this is a month where you're going to meet someone significant that could lead to a serious long-term relationship because of this Two of Cups energy. And more specifically, you're going to be meeting someone that is very serious, mature in energy, maybe even established financially because of the Emperor energy. And in any case, this is a person who's not going to be wishy-washy, and a person who is stable and willing to invest in a relationship, you know, serious about relationships. I'm getting like Saturn energy here, Saturn and Cancer energy for this person that you're going to meet, for those of you who are going to meet someone. Yeah, and with clear endeavor here and the Chariot, this is definitely a message of, this is not a month to sit still, you know. This is a month to clear things out for yourself, to figure out what it is that you want to do, and to really just go after your interest. And in fact, with the Five of Swords showing up here, the message is very clearly, don't dwell over past failures. Don't allow, you know, the past to cast a shadow on the present. And instead, throw yourself headfirst into your current interests. Forget about the past. You know, this is a new chapter, a new month, a new energy. And you're going to have a lot of opportunities. So you have to learn to make the most of them and pursue your ideas. And, you know, it makes me think of that saying, you either win or you learn. I don't know if you've heard that. So, as in, there's no such thing as failure, right? There's lessons to be learned, basically. So, don't be afraid of failure. Just think of everything as a lesson that you are learning, right? If you fail once, then look at what went wrong and try to make a better decision the next time. This is the message here. And it's also a message that, remember that your past failures have actually led to your level of wisdom and emotional maturity that you have right now. Another message is, do not resist change. It's important to keep flexibility during this time. All right, so this has been what I can see. Let me get some astrological notes. Spirit, what is important for pile number 1 in the month of February 2024? Tell me, Spirit, what areas of life are going to become especially important for them? Yeah, this one. The Sun again. Wow. Essence and personality. So you're definitely getting an increase in vitality. And some of you could be getting more visibility. Holy shit. Pardon my French, but I can't. Like, the Sun and the Moon came out again. Very strong confirmation. So, like I said, this is a time actually to balance the rational and the emotional sides of yourself. And also to heal the masculine and the feminine balance in your life. I also feel like, yeah, literally this could be about you learning to balance your inner self, you know, like if you have been too much into your feminine, like maybe you have been retreating too much, being too passive, you need to cultivate more of that Sun energy of being like hands-on, pursuing your passions, you know, being more extroverted, having courage, taking action, taking leadership, maybe even positions if you are given that, taking responsibility. If you, on the other hand, you have been too active, too responsible, working too hard, always pushing, maybe even busy taking care of everyone else except yourself, then you need to move more towards that Moon energy and take care of yourself, pamper yourself, take time to rest, you know, dream, allow yourself to just be, right, as opposed to do, basically. So, and we also have the 11th house, community and technology. So the 11th house can show, this explains the Hierophant energy. Some of you, again, if you are influencers, if you are teachers, like I said, mentors, if your profession, your line of work has to do with communicating to audiences, you're going to be attracting more clients, more attention, more visibility. You're also going to have the chance to socialize more during this month. The 11th house is about socializing. This could be spending time with your elder siblings more if you have elder siblings. This can also show gains from career because the 11th house is the second from the 10th house. So you could be seeing an increase in your income. Like I said, an increase of income from your profession or whatever your main line of work is. Yeah. And let's see. We have Venus, okay, love and beauty. This explains the Two of Cups to some extent. So some of you, again, Venus is the Karaka or the main signifier of marriage in Vedic astrology, also in tropical astrology. So this definitely shows that love is in the air for some of you. You could be getting into a new relationship or meeting someone that is going to turn into a serious long-term relationship. So keep your eyes open because you also have the Two of Cups there, which shows a new connection. And again, this could even be literally some of you are going to tie the knot or you're getting proposed to or something. And Venus is also like you could be getting a glow up during this time. You're going to become more attractive to the opposite sex. And you're also going to have more situations of enjoying yourself, you know, so make the most of them. Like I said, to smell the roses, right? Just enjoy the little pleasures of life, and you're going to have more opportunities to do that, like maybe spending time in nature, you know, pampering yourself, just taking a hot bath, something like that could be beneficial to you. Like just, you know, little ways in which to increase your comfort are going to be positive. Oh my God, Leo, the extrovert. Yeah. You're going to become more extroverted, definitely. So there's a lot of Leo energy here, a lot of sun energy. So yes, you're going to become more extroverted, maybe more extroverted, many of you. In any case, irrespective of whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, you are gaining confidence and vitality, no doubt. You're going to get a stronger sense of direction and more passion, and somehow some path is going to become clear for you and you're going to become enthusiastic, but this is provided that you listen to your inner voice and don't get bogged down into details or just keeping busy for the sake of keeping busy, you know what I mean? All right, so this has been it. Now let me get the dice. Spirit, tell me another confirmation. What are the main energies that pile number 1 is going to deal with in February 2024? All right, we have Scorpio, which is transformation. We have Mercury, communication and learning. And we have the number 2, which is the second house. Again, this could be the house of the family of origin. So some of you could be spending more time with your family of origin, your relatives. And again, it's also about fixed assets, savings. So you might have the chance to save more money in February. This also points to an increase in finances. Like I said, Mercury explains the Two of Pentacles. So you could be, like I said, getting multiple streams of income. This is especially good for those of you who are self-employed or you're having a side hustle or you're maybe juggling 2 careers or like you're going to school and working at the same time. So it shows that you're going to be really busy, but it's also important for you to, you know, plan your time and your resources. This also shows increased intellectual abilities, so you're going to be more curious, you're going to be devoted to maybe learning a new skill, you know, reading more. Again, this also confirms the Ace of Swords, so you're definitely going to be active intellectually, so you could be getting great ideas during this time. So maybe write down your ideas. That would be a good thing. And of course, like I said, this is a further confirmation of people who want to teach or be mentors or anything like that, or even learn from a teacher or something. This is a good time for any kind of exchange of information, communication, writing, right? And Scorpio is about transformation and resilience, right? So you could also be getting deep with this energy. Like there was that number 8 that I talked about where I said that it made me think of some 8th house energy, I think with the strength, yeah. So with Scorpio, yes, this is also a time of regeneration, of transformation. So it could be like a transformation that is not like super visible, but it's happening somewhere in the background, right? So this is a transformative period, basically. And it also shows that you're going to have resilience, strength, and it's also showing that maybe people are going to pick up your energy and find you a bit intimidating sometimes, you know. All right, so this is the energy that I get. And last but not least, I'm also going to pick some charms. I know that people are going to be like, oh my God, really? The charms again? All right, so Spirit, tell me for pile number 1, what is the month of February going to bring for them? Tell me, Spirit, what is the month of February going to bring for them? All right, what is the month of February going to bring for pile number 1? Tell me, Spirit. All right, that's enough. So we have a bone. This makes me think of, again, some kind of financial opportunity. The dog with the bone, you know, you're going to be excited about something you're going to get during this month, most likely materially. You're going to get some opportunities for making money. Yeah, maybe a raise for those of you who are employed, something like that, right? So you're going to get something, some kind of a present, maybe even in February. We also have the key. Here, this makes me think of the moon energy. So again, this could be about you having some kind of a eureka moment, either in your healing somehow, or this could be some kind of a bright idea that you're going to get that's going to unlock, you know, some new opportunities in your life. We have, again, the horseshoe. Yeah, so I feel, you know, some significant luck coming up in your life, some opportunities to make money. You do have the house. You had the 2nd house and the 11th house represented, both of which are wealth houses in Vedic astrology. So I wouldn't be surprised if you know, maybe even have a windfall or something. And we have the seashells. Like, this is very specific, but some of you could be going to the sea, or maybe you're by the sea. You could be having an opportunity to travel to the sea. But this also actually makes me think of, you know, the 2 of Pentacles on the one hand, and also the 2 of Cups. This could just be further confirmation of the water energy that shows up in your reading, all the moon and stuff. Like, you're going to be a lot of, like, in touch with your intuition, in touch with your emotions, with your subconscious. But it also makes me think of the 2 of Cups. Like, you know, it makes me think of maybe you're going to meet someone significant during this time and, you know, hang out with them. Yeah, someone who's going to meet you halfway and is going to be, like, equally invested in the relationship as you are. As equally invested as you are. We have the scissors here. This really makes me think, again, please comment in the comment section if you know Vedic astrology. I wonder if you have placements in Kritika, because Kritika is connected to cutting. Yeah, cutting, or maybe Satabhishak Nakshatra in Aquarius as well, because that's a butcher cast as well. Anyway, yeah, you could be cutting ties during this time, or this could just show that you're going to be very selective. You know, you're going to be very selective during this time, not just with respect to relationships, but with respect to what you dedicate your time and your energy towards, which is basically a good thing. It's also recommended through this spread. And we have the parrot, last but not least. Again, very specifically, this makes me think that some of you might be traveling to some new exotic place, maybe some place where there are parrots. But if not, this just makes me think of Mercury energy, you know, because the bird is air energy, so that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So again, confirmation of the Ace of Swords, meaning you're going to be more intellectually stimulated during this time. You could be learning new things, getting new ideas. I feel like you're going to get out of the box ideas because, you know, parrots are generally rare and exotic. They only live in some places of the world. So, yeah. And also very specifically, some of you could be focused on either teaching or learning a new language, a foreign language. Because, you know, parrots imitate. That's what it makes me think of. Like, they speak. All right. So this is pretty much what I have for you, pile number 1. And I hope that you have found this interesting. I definitely have, and if you have, don't forget to please like the video, subscribe to my channel, click on the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. Also, please comment in the comment section with any feedback you would like to give, maybe with respect to how it resonated. Of course, feel free to come back at a later date and tell me how this resonated for February. Also, if you're interested in a private tarot reading, you can email me at the email address I will leave in the video description for further details about prices and options. And I can also send you some readings that I've done as examples so you can see what they look like. They're basically just recorded videos like this one. And also, I have a link to reviews I have gotten for private readings before in the video description if you're curious to see them. Maybe check them out. And last but not least, I also have a astrology channel, and I will be linking it in the video description as well as in the pinned comment. Go ahead and check it out. If you're interested, maybe subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I focus mainly on Vedic astrology, but I also have a background of over 10 years in tropical astrology, over 20 years of experience in like astrology readings overall. So yeah, I like to do my own spin on things. So yeah, go ahead and check it out if you're curious. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you have a great February 2024, and I hope to see you at my next tarot reading. Bye! Welcome, pile number 2. This is your reading if you have chosen this card over here with the number 13, Renewal of Peace. All right. Let me select some cards. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 2, the people who chose the card Renewal of Peace with number 13? What is the month of February 2024 going to bring for them? So let's see, we have 7 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, 7 of Wands, 9 of Wands, the Hierophant, the Sun. All right. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile? Whoa. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 2, the people who chose the Renewal of Peace card? What is the month of February 2024 going to bring for them? The Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, the 2 of Wands, the Sun again, the Fool, the 8 of Swords, okay, let me get some oracle cards. Spirit, tell me about pile number 2, the people who chose the Renewal of Peace oracle card. What is the month of February going to bring for them? What do they need to hear? All right, so let's see. We have Message of Forgiveness with number 40. Interesting that it's a number 40, just like this original card. You have 13, which boils down to a 4 in numerology. And we have Karmic Relationship, okay, with number 24, which is number 6, which is ruled by Venus. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 2, the people who chose the Renewal of Peace card? Tell me, Spirit, what is the month of February going to bring for them? We have Wishes with number 1, which is ruled by the Sun. Again, you have a lot of Sun energy. And let me get another one. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number... All right, this one wants to come out. So we have Squirrel, always prepared. You are the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerful and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future, and life will give you all you need. Very nice. Pile number 2. So you have a card that came out twice, which is the Sun, but in different contexts. I'm going to try to break it down. You have the Sun here and here. So the first message actually with the Sun that I get is, first of all, let me just start by saying, if you felt drawn to pile number 1, check it out, because there might be messages there for you, but only if you felt drawn to it. Otherwise, you're just going to get everything you need from this reading. So with the Sun energy coming out twice and also the Fool, this is definitely going to be a month of renewed vitality, energy, confidence. Some of you are getting really close to figuring out what you really need in order to be happy. You know, so you could be getting in touch with some kind of a deep wish that you've always had. You're getting closer to your soul's purpose, honestly. I don't want to get too dramatic, but this is what I'm seeing here with the sun energy. You know, the sun is heart chakra, so you're getting in touch with literally what makes you feel alive, what makes you feel vital, what makes you get out of bed. So I'm seeing definitely more energy, more happiness overall, joy. This is also showing not just getting in touch with you're getting in touch with your inner child, you know, that part of you that is just happy for the sake of being happy. You know, you're seeing things with a fresh pair of eyes. You're maybe seeing things you haven't seen before. You know, as in you might have a different perspective, a new perspective on things. I'm seeing a lot of positivity, a lot of openness from your part to try new things. And, you know, an open heart. This is what I see. This is really, with a karmic relationship here, it makes me think that maybe some of you have been in a karmic relationship, because I also get the Hierophant here and the Fool underneath. So the way that I would read this is, for those of you who are married, you're actually going through a phase of, this is going to sound dramatic, but maybe falling in love again with your partner. You know, you are maybe mending, healing a relationship that you have. But for others of you who are not married, this could definitely be that you are going to meet someone significant during this time, because we have this karmic relationship message here. And we also have the Fool and the Hierophant right over it. The Hierophant with the number 5, which also corresponds to the 5th house and the sun energy again. And the 5th house, if you come from astrology, you know that it's connected to romance and the beginning of romance and courtship and the fun parts of relationships. So this makes me think really that you might find someone that is going to open your heart during this time, you know, that is going to make you awaken, like literally like a sunflower towards the sun, you know, and like figuratively, not literally, but you know what I mean. Someone that's going to open your heart, you know, someone that's going to make you have faith again in romance, and you're going to feel like you're defrosting somehow, you know. Either this is going to be like, again, I'm definitely seeing some kind of a karmic relationship. Now, bear in mind that, of course, karmic relationship is not necessarily just romantic. You could just also have to deal with a person that, you know, there's some kind of a relationship that's coming to the forefront this month, you know, and it might be some karmic situation that you have to deal with. This is really interesting. See, you're breaking free this month. You're breaking free from old thought patterns, from limiting beliefs. And I feel like, again, you are getting in touch with that heart chakra, as opposed to being bogged down by analysis paralysis over analyzing every little thing and trying to control everything. Instead, you are stepping into a place of having faith. You are you're still kind of on the fence about a decision, but you are just about to break through. And I look at the 2 of Wands and the 7 of Wands for this. See, you are on the fence, or you have tried to break through, not necessarily a physical barrier or like some kind of physical limitation, but your own inner landscape. And I see this repeated with the 8 of Swords. So you have had some kind of limiting beliefs that have really held you back. And now you're starting to realize all the full range of possibilities ahead of you. And you're starting to be like, you know, holy shit, how could I be so, how could I have wasted so much time and energy on these things that are not even important? Like, this is the kind of energy that I'm picking up here. Tell me how it resonates in the comments, because I'm really curious. But this is the kind of energy I'm getting here. Like, you're somehow, I see this huge awakening of this blossoming of vitality, of energy. And like suddenly you're seeing all these possibilities that you haven't seen before, even though nothing has really changed with respect to your physical circumstances necessarily. But you just open up all of a sudden, you know. We also have a lot of number 7 here. So this is also a time of that is good for research, for introspection. for introspection and also for everything spiritual. You know, not a surprise because you're getting a tarot reading right now, right? You also have the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. So you're seeing slow and steady progress towards a certain direction that you have started working towards, you know? And I see that you want to do something right. You know, you want to take things step by step and not hurry the process. And you are dedicated, you're disciplined, you're going to be focused on being organized. And this is getting you results this month, you know, and you're going to get material results also. You are seeing you're definitely going to see an improvement with respect to your career and finances with the Knight of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles here. You're in the process of working, you're building up, you're working on something, okay? So I'm not seeing you reach the top of the mountain, but you're working. You're like, let's say, midway through the mountain, midway to the mountaintop, you know, you're like working hard for something. Some of you that have worked hard at something for a long time, especially with respect to career, you're going to have some significant breakthrough this month. We have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands, both of which suggest maturity and leadership. So I definitely see also with the Sun, by the way, the Sun is reputation, recognition. So, and we also have the Hierophant. So this is, again, very specifically for people who are teachers, who are mentors. Again, if you have a social media following, you could be getting more attention, more success, more visibility overall, you know, and more recognition. And you're also just being respected as someone who is wise and mature and has a lot of insights. You're having this like nice blend between emotional maturity and understanding, and on the other hand, bravery and leadership and all that. I definitely see, like, look at this with the wishes card. I really think for some of you, this is about you. Again, this is a reinforcement of what I said, that I think some of you are going to feel reawakened, like you're waking up out of a cold winter, you know, and seeing this blast of vitality and desires, and all of a sudden you're just going to see things that you really want, you know, because Leo and the Sun is about your heart's desire, you know, it's like literally what you want. The verb associated with Leo is I want, you know, it's about the willpower. So, and also we have the number one, like I said, we have the number one on this card, which again is more Sun energy. So you're either going to get some kind of a wish fulfilled. And I feel like this is especially true for those of you who have worked at something for a long time. For others, you are just now waking up and you are discovering a new passion. This could be like even a new hobby, or, you know, some kind of a new passion, and also creativity. Very specifically for those of you who are trying to have a child, this is a good time for conception, because the Sun rules children. You know, the Sun is corresponding to it's not the main signifier, but it's one of the signifiers connected to children, you know, vitality and all that. And I also see overall, irrespective of your gender, you might be stepping up more into your masculine energy this month because of all the Sun energy. So this shows, you know, passion, drive, you know, being protective also towards others. And also just taking up responsibility, maybe taking a leadership role and coming to the forefront, you know, not being afraid to shine, basically. Stepping up and taking responsibility for yourself. You know, message of forgiveness here. Yeah, last but not least, see, this is going hand in hand with the Sun energy, really. Like, I feel for many of you, this renewal of energy comes from being able to let go of the past. Like being able to, you know, let go of a lot of the emotional baggage that you may have carried with you up until this point. I definitely think for some of you, this could be very, you know, connected to actual forgiveness, like of maybe of a certain, most likely towards a certain person, maybe even towards yourself, you know, see how that resonates. I feel like the message here is also having in view the Sun that came out. The message is that, don't beat yourself up. Like, if you now are, bear in mind the fact that things happen when they're meant to happen, so if now you have just started to wake up and realize that, I don't know, maybe you have been spending time on the wrong interests or the wrong path or whatever, don't beat yourself up, and remember that if you hadn't had those experiences, you wouldn't have had a lot of qualities and a lot of advantages that came from those experiences. Even if now you look at them and think that, hey, I was on the wrong path, that was not what I really wanted, All right, let me get some astrological notes as well. This is what I see from the tarot cards. Spirit, tell me about pile number 2, the people who chose the Renewal of Peace card. What is in store for them in the month of February 2024? What are the main energies that they're going to deal with in 2024? Tell me, Spirit. Yeah, this one really wants to come out, so... Okay, let me see. We have 5th house, joy and play. Such a strong confirmation. Oh my God. That's the Leo energy that I was talking about. More Sun and Leo energy. Sextile, chance and opportunity. Yeah, so new opportunities are going to come for you. 11th house, community and technology. So yeah, this is a confirmation of the Hierophant, right? So you're going to expand your network circle. You could be expanding your visibility, your reach. And this also means more opportunities for socializing. Very specifically, some of you could be spending time with elder siblings. And financial gains coming from career. Saturn, limits and lessons. All right, so this is the 8th of Swords energy maybe showing up here. This is also showing up in the Knight of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. So this is going to be also a time when a slow and steady wins the race. It's like, yes, you're going to have vitality, you're going to have new ideas, but you're still going to have to work. Nothing is going to just fall on your lap, basically. All right, and here we have South Node of the Moon, old karma. Wow. And here we have karmic relationship. And I was actually thinking about mentioning the South Node of the Moon, or Ketu, as they call it in Vedic astrology, because we have so many number 7s. I didn't mention it, but I did describe it. I talked about research and spirituality. That's because of the Ketu energy. So very strong confirmation that we also have Ketu here. See, with old karma and karmic relationship, again, this could be like some of you are dealing with a karmic person that is in your life, or someone you're about to meet, maybe from a past life connection. And now, karmic doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing, because I know some people are immediately going to be like, oh, no. But, this could be like someone you have a soul contract with. Like, maybe you're going to meet your future spouse this month, because, yeah, we have the karmic relationship. Very strong confirmation, holy crap. But also Ketu, like I said, this shows that you're also favored this month if you work in IT, especially with small electronics. That's what Ketu shows. Cabling, electronics, electricity. But it also shows everything occult. So astrology, tarot, everything, spirituality. And it also shows like you are going to learn through practical application this month, like hands-on experience. And it also shows research of all kinds, so you might be drawn to research. And this is a good time to dig at the bottom of things, or like if you're, researching any topic that you're interested in, it's a good time for that. So more confirmations with Astro Dice. Spirit, tell me, what are the main things coming into pile number 2's life in February 2024? Tell me, Spirit. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think this is also Ketu, because there's a line on top of it. It's not like, see, because it distinguishes from the other one. No, yeah, the other one has a line on top of it as well. Let me think. Yeah, man, this is... Let me check again. No, this is not Ketu. Yeah, this is Ketu, and this one that came out, this is Rahu, actually. And I'm checking based on the other planets and how they look, whether they're upside down or not. So I would say that this is Rahu, actually. So you also have some Rahu energy, but yeah. I'm not sure, actually, 100%. Wait, it's marking the lower... No. Oh, my God. No. Oh, no. This is actually Ketu. It's Ketu. It's not Rahu. Because I think the line over here is marking the way it's supposed to be. Whether it's upside down, it's supposed to be like with the stuff up or not. And the line here shows that this is how you're supposed to hold it. So this is also Ketu, man. Like, I will do some research to make sure that I interpret it correctly, but I'm pretty sure that this is how it is. Because, see, this one has a line over here, and this one has a line over here. So this would be Rahu, because it shows this is the direction it should sit on with the line underneath. And this one that came out, this is Ketu. So I would take this as more Ketu confirmation of the fact that, again, everything that I mentioned previously, and also karma. Everything that I mentioned previously plus more karma. And we also have Taurus. So Taurus can also show this is a good time to take it easy, right? Taurus is about slow and steady wins the race. Definitely. There's more earth energy here also with Saturn. So it is kind of in line with the Saturn energy. But on top of that, Taurus is an energy that speaks of, you know, taking things slow, enjoying the process as well, you know, enjoying the little pleasures of life, pampering yourself. Also, you know, maybe that you're going to have more time to spend in nature, you're going to enjoy time in nature, and or just focusing on spending time. Not that, you know, nature is going to fall on your lap. Again, it just shows that you're going to benefit from spending time in nature. This also goes hand in hand with this, you know, image here and this image here. Right. So, yeah, this is especially good for you if you're into Wicca, paganism. Again, that's very specific, but you know what I mean, because this is about Taurus is very much connected to, you know, those Wiccan, pagan energies, worshiping nature, being in line with, you know, the energies of the moon and all that, like the cycles of nature in general. We have number 2 as well. So to me, this again, number 2 is more Venus energy. It's also, again, Taurus potentially, but number 2 is the house of savings. It's also the house of fixed assets. So see how this resonates. You could be just making more money. Again, this is a confirmation of the 11th house as well. So the 11th and the 2nd house are both considered wealth houses in astrology. And if you have a conjunction, if you have any kind of connection actually between the 2nd and the 11th house in your horoscope, it's seen as a wealth yoga, for instance. So this is, in any case, an indicator that you're going to be increasing your finances. You're going to be making more money, more opportunities, and more comfort, and also, last but not least, spending time with your family of origin, because that's what the 2nd house stands for. And also food. Oh, by the way, watch out with the overeating, because Taurus and the second house, both of them are connected to eating. So, yeah, try not to overindulge. So here we have some charms. I'm going to use some charms, yes. Pile number 2, tell me, Spirit, tell me for pile number 2, what's going to happen in February 2024 for them? Tell me what's going to happen in February 2024. All right. Tell me, Spirit. All right. That's enough. So we have a Celtic symbol. This is really... This makes me think of the Enya song, Adiemus. I think I've mentioned this in another video. Anyway, so this looks like a Celtic symbol to me. It also speaks of unity, not unity, but yeah, unity as well, but symmetry and harmony. So again, I would see this as kind of Venus energy. But I also see it as potentially connected to Celtic culture. So this is very specific, like if you have been... or maybe even Latin stuff, because I got that song, Adiemus, in my head. So if you have, maybe you were going to have some tangency with these cultures, like former Latin or Celtic cultures, like you're going to Ireland or something. Not just Ireland, because like Celts have been in many places, including Portugal and whatever. Like, so you could have some tangencies with people from this culture, or maybe you're going to be drawn to studying something connected to this culture. See how this resonates? This thing, I mean, it looks like a tear to me, honestly. but I wouldn't see this as a sad thing. I would maybe connect this to purging past hurts, you know, like healing. This is what I would connect it to. And it also makes me think of Ardra Nakshatra, again, if you come from Vedic astrology. So it would be a further indicator that it's a good thing for you to spend time in nature. And we have LOV with a karmic relationship. So I don't know, again, like something is going on here. Like you might be meeting someone significant. Please keep me posted. This is really interesting. And we have love as well. So there's another message of love here, but I don't understand the full message. But it does say something. It does say something to do with love, and it's a key. So again, this would be a further confirmation of you might be meeting. Oh my God! Like literally, I just realized it's a lock and a key, both of which say love. And I just said that you're gonna be opening up your heart this month. So yeah, like some of you, yeah, and also someone is opening up your heart, or you're opening someone else's heart. You're gonna meet someone. I really feel like strongly for some of you, you're definitely gonna meet someone significant. And we also have another key. So the key to me also speaks of research. It's about unlocking secrets. So to me, it's a confirmation of all the Ketu energy that I saw. You know, this is a good time for research, for digging for answers, maybe digging into your own history, because Ketu also has to do with like family history and family ancestral karma and stuff. So for some of you, the karmic relationship could be connected to a family member. We have 2 swords. So similar situation to pile number 1. They had scissors and you have swords. So like I said with pile number 1, I also maybe think that some of you have Kritika placements because it's connected to cutting. Some of you could have Satabhishek placements because it's also a butcher cast nakshatra. But in any case, the swords to me show that you're going to be maybe feisty, aggressive, but like not in a bad way, in the sense that, you know, you're going to go for what you want. And it also shows sharpness of tongue to me, like sharp intellect. You're going to be sharp in expressing yourself verbally, not to be messed with, really. This is pretty much what I would see it. How I would see it. And we also have the bird, which to me shows like something light and breezy and airy, and it shows like maybe traveling. You know, you're traveling, or you're traveling to a new place, could be. And in any case, this would show it also makes me think of the dove of hope. You know, like again, it makes me think that it's going hand in hand with the Fool energy. Like you're going to open your heart somehow, and it's going to, you know, you're going to have some hope now this month, maybe for the first time in a long time. And last but not least, we have the starfish. And again, this may mean that you are just literally close to the sea, or you are traveling to the sea. This could just show something to do with water activity. Swimming might be beneficial for you during this time. If not, this is just a confirmation of the Queen of Cups energy. So a lot of you are just getting more in touch with your intuition, with your, you know, the subconscious, maybe even the collective subconscious, you know, because that's what water represents to me. Yeah, that's pretty much what I get. So, okay, this is pretty much what I have seen for you, pile number 2, and I hope that you have found this interesting, because I definitely have. And please comment in the comment section with anything you would like to add, whether it resonated, how it resonated, you know, anything you would care to share. And of course, feel free to come back at a later stage and, you know, see how it played out, how the month of February played out. And also, I would ask you to please subscribe if you have found value in this video or any others on my channel. Click on the notifications bell if you want to see when I will post a new video. And also, if you're interested in a private reading, you can check out the video description. I will leave my contact information there. You can email me for a list of prices and reading options. Also, I can send you some examples of readings that I've done, just so you see the format. They look pretty much the same as this. It's a recorded video. but just in case you're curious. And I've also left a link in the video description to reviews I have gotten for private readings before, if you're curious to see them. And last but not least, I also have an astrology channel. I have more than 20 years experience in reading astrology. Most of it, well, actually not most of it, it's about half and half at this point. You know, for the first roughly 10 years, I've been into the tropical perspective, and now I do Vedic astrology mainly, but I also use my insights from tropical astrology and other systems like Chinese, numerology, etc. So yeah, in any case, if you're curious about astrology, go ahead and check out the video, the link that I will leave in the video description, as well as in the pinned comment. Maybe subscribe to my astrology channel. I would greatly appreciate it. So thank you very much for listening. I hope you have a great February 2024, and I hope that I will see you at my next tarot reading. Bye! Welcome, pile number 3. This is your reading if you have chosen this card, number 22, Leap of Faith. So this is going to be the card selection phase. I'm going to add timestamps if you want to skip through it, because I will be taking my time. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 3, the people who chose the Leap of Faith Oracle card? What does the month February 2024 have in store for them? Tell me, Spirit. Tell me. I don't know why I tried to shuffle like this. I never shuffle like this. But yeah, it doesn't matter as long as they're shuffled. Tell me, Spirit, what does the month of February 2024 have in store for pile number 3? What can you tell me for them? So here we have the Nine of Wands, we have the High Priestess, the Lovers, ooh, the Ten of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Tower. Some more cards. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 3, the people who chose the Leap of Faith Oracle card? What is the month of February 2024 gonna bring in their lives? Okay. Knight of Wands, the Sun, wow. Really? The Ten of Cups again. The Eight of Swords. The Two of Cups. What is going on here? The Five of Wands. Okay. Let me get some more cards. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3. The people who chose the third card, the Leap of Faith card. What's going to happen for them in February 2024? Oh, wow. Karmic relationship. Spirit, tell me about pile number 3, the people who chose the Leap of Faith card. What can you tell me for February 2024? Regrets. Dear Christ. There's something intense going on here. Okay. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 3, the people who chose the Leap of Faith? What is happening for them in February 2024? Transcendent amidst the everyday. All right. With the number 9, 45, which boils down to a 9 in numerology. And one final oracle card. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 3, the Leap of Faith group? What is the month of February 2024 gonna bring for them? We have Ram, perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. All right, all right, all right, all right. Pile number 3. There's definitely something going on with the relationship sphere for you in February. You have the Ten of Cups coming out twice. You also have the Two of Cups here. And you have this Oracle card with karmic relationship. Can I just say, if you felt drawn to pile number 2 at all, you might want to check it out, but only if you felt drawn to it. Otherwise, you're just going to get all the messages you need to hear from this reading. So what really strikes me here, this was like the first thing that came to my mind, and maybe this is not very pleasant, but I think some of you might be looking to get out of a relationship. It could be because I see here the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Cups. So some of you might be stuck in either a marriage or a long-term relationship that you feel stuck. All right, I should emphasize the word feel. You feel stuck in a relationship that is not happy. It doesn't make you happy anymore. Now, with the Ten of Cups, this relationship, most likely, I would say, is connected to a romantic partner, but it could also be a family situation. You feel pressed by a family situation, you know, whether it's extended family or a relative, a blood relative, something to do with family is, and the message is that there's something karmic, you know. But I think for most of you, honestly, with regrets here, and the number 23, which is connected to the number 5, you know, it boils down to the number 5, which in astrology is romance, you know. So I really think, especially since we also have the Two of Cups here, look at this, man. Yeah, I really think that some of you are tempted by a new person. This is really specific, and it's definitely not going to be for everyone. I'm going to look at a second potential interpretation of this, but for some of you, this could be like you are stuck in a relationship that doesn't make you happy anymore, and you're looking to get out, and you have your sights on a new person that, you know, makes you happy, or you think that is more compatible to you. And in fact, you might be right about that. Like, the new person could actually be more compatible to you. But this is one interpretation, all right? For a different interpretation, actually, for some of you, it's like, actually, you're just happily married, you know, because we do have the Ten of Cups and the Lovers. So for some of you, you are just really happy, or again, you could be meeting someone that's going to turn into a serious long-term relationship because you have the Two of Cups. So there's like 3 potential interpretations, but there's definitely an emphasis on romantic relationships here in this spread, you know. You have the Lovers, the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups twice. So there's definitely a message about relationships, and this is going to come to the forefront of February 2024 for you. And like I said, so the second category, like I said, you're happily married and things are going well because we have the Lovers and the Ten of Cups, right? So you're just, you know, busy being happy, or maybe not married, but you are in a serious long-term relationship. For others, the third category, like I said, you are bound to meet someone in February that's going to turn into a serious long-term relationship, a loving relationship, and also going to lead to a family. So pretty big deal. And another fourth potential interpretation, it's in parallel. Okay, it's not a fourth potential interpretation, but this could happen at the same time as all the things that I've mentioned before. You could also meet someone that you're going to start some kind of a business venture with. You know, you're going to, so for some of you, very specifically, you might have the opportunity to start a business with a partner, or maybe not literally like a partnership-based business, but collaboration, right? So maybe, again, you could be like a influencer, and maybe a company's going to contact you with a business proposal, right, for you to advertise their product or something. So I definitely see that happening. The Nine of Pentacles is a huge indicator of wealth, you know, of financial opportunities. So for many of you, the Nine of Pentacles, you know, for many of you, this month is going to bring a lot of abundance. And I especially see this for those of you who are self-employed, or you are looking to become self-employed. You're doing something independently, basically. especially, but not just for those. I also see an overabundance of Mars energy here. So you are feeling driven, aggressive, but not like in a bad way, you know. Like, we also have we have the Ram, which makes me think of Aries. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you actually have a strong Mars or strong Aries or Scorpio in your horoscope. But it doesn't necessarily have to be the case. It's just that this month, Mars is going to be very strong, you know. So you also might want to, you know, won't get into details about astrology, but if you want to hear more about astrology, check out the video description. I will leave my astrology channel there, and I talk about astrology all the time. So anyway, I see a lot of Mars energy, so that's a lot of drive, a lot of, you know, a desire to just push through obstacles and go after what you want, assert yourself. Yeah, definitely bravery. You're going to push through some boundaries right now. You also have this, wow, like leap of faith. I just realized it now. Leap of faith number 22. So yeah, this speaks of taking risks. Like you will be called to take some risk, leave your comfort zone with respect to some major area of your life. Transcendent amidst the everyday with the number 9 again, which is ruled by Mars again. This makes me think, so it interrupted. I had to start all over to free up space on my camera. Anyway, so transcendental amidst the everyday, to me, this makes me think that you're going to get some inspiration. Well, it means two things. Either you're going to get some inspiration from like literally everyday things, you know, simple things, maybe even spending time in nature like this card suggests. But on the other hand, this makes me think that it's good for you to keep like a low profile with respect to what your, let's say, what your goals are, you know, like keep working in secret. Don't tell too many people, because there might be people who try to sabotage your efforts or, you know, just have a problem with your ambition one way or another. Now, the more potentially problematic thing out of this reading is the Tower and the Five of Wands. Now, to me, this shows that if you are too argumentative, if you don't make an effort to get along with people from different backgrounds and practice diplomacy, see, especially having in view all the Mars energy coming from this reading, you really risk, you know, negatively affecting your reputation, maybe losing some of your reputation. Like things could go very badly for you, basically, because we have the Tower over it. So this just shows that it's very important for you to practice diplomacy, like I said, and patience, and relating to people from different cultures even could be very important for your success this month. Different cultures, but also just people from different backgrounds who have different opinions, you know. Try not to get into too many arguments or offend people and stuff like that, you know. That's what I'm seeing. And then we also have here the High Priestess and the Sun. So, wow, like this basically shows that you are gonna get huge inspiration, creative inspiration. And it also potentially shows that you're going to get recognition in areas that have to do with subtleties, with spiritual topics. Somehow your intuition, your creative ideas could, and maybe even your artistic ideas, you know, see how this resonates, are going to bring you more recognition, more. Also, even if they don't bring recognition like on a large scale or something, because obviously that's not going to be for everyone, they're going to bring you more inspiration, more vitality, more energy, and somehow heal you, you know, like focusing on spirituality, you know, focusing on your little creative projects, basically. And then last but not least, I have here the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Wands. So I feel like this is you right now at the beginning of the month, you know. You are enthusiastic, you're starting on a new path, I feel, or you have recently started on a new path, a new journey. And you are feeling a little bit tired though, but you are ready to take on challenges. Just be careful that, again, you don't become overly callous and argumentative towards others, and everything should be fine, basically. So this is what I can see from just the tarot cards. I'm going to get more astrological cards now. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 3, the people who chose the leap of faith? What is February 2024 going to bring for them? Yeah, this one. So let's see. We have Chiron, inner healing. All right. So this is also Satabishak energy from my perspective because I use Vedic astrology. We have the 9th house, learning and faith. Maybe traveling is important as well. And we have the number 9 again, which also makes me think of Mars energy. First house, which again is Mars energy, self and identity. Okay. And we have Mercury, mind and speech. And wow, Aries, very strong confirmation, the combative. Okay, so yeah, further confirmations of what I have said. What I can add here is with Mercury, this is a good time to learn. Again, communication is very emphasized. So this definitely enforces the messages that I mentioned previously, especially if you have social media. You know, you're very active on social media. This could just mean you're going to get more opportunities to get in touch with a wider audience, for instance, reach a wider audience. But this is also a good time for reading, writing. Maybe this is also like, you know, you could be getting some inspiration with respect to writing something or like reading, like I said, or just, you know, pay very close attention to any books that stand out to you during this time, because there is probably a specific reason why you are drawn to those books, why you notice them. So it could be a good idea to read the books that really stand out to you during this time. And again, you're really focused on yourself. So you're really focused on forging a new path for yourself. You could be really starting a new chapter in your life with all of this Mars energy. And yeah, you're very, you know, you don't want to take crap, definitely. You are very, you know, focused on your goals during this time. But again, like I said, be careful that you don't walk over dead bodies and you know, rub too many people the wrong way, because you don't want to get into unnecessary conflicts that could lead to, you know, a negative impact on your life. And we also have the 9th house, so definitely an emphasized energy of maybe travel. 9th house is travel, even to foreign lands, sorry. And also 9th house is about learning and teaching, right? So this is great if you are a teacher or if you're studying, especially for studying like even in university from master's degree and above, you know. So this is a good time for education of any kind. And this is also, again, a good time to study philosophy or anything to do with religion or faith, you know, getting in touch with your faith or questioning your faith, depending on the situation. Yeah. And healing the inner child, maybe. I mean, not necessarily the inner child, but just healing yourself psychologically. And also with Chiron, similarly to Satabishak Nakshatra in Vedic astrology, there's this archetype of the wounded healer. So you could be someone who uses your painful experiences as examples to teach others, you know, and you're going to be appreciated for that. All right, so this is pretty much what I see now here. Let me get some astro dice for confirmation. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 3 in February 2024? What is coming up for them? We have Scorpio, all right, so more Mars energy, but this time more connected to transformation. We also have the number 7, which is connected to Ketu. And we also have Pluto, which is a co-ruler of Scorpio in tropical astrology. So there's a lot of Mars Scorpio energy. So a lot of intensity, a lot of determination, a lot of willpower, you know, and also you will regenerate during this time. So it also makes me think of, you know, transformation. You could be transforming some major area of your life during this time. Since we have the first house here with self and identity, this could even be like some of you are going to be working a lot on your physical body, you know, during this month, and maybe even ailments that you have, because Satabishak and Chiron also potentially are linked to actual physical ailments, diseases and stuff. So this is a good sign that you're going to be healing this month, you know. And Yeah, Scorpio also shows like a lot of, emotional intensity and passion. So it explains all that lover's energy. So some of you could be like really falling in love, or you are in love, and really making the most of it during this time. And you're going to have a really, if you are going to start a relationship during this time or meet someone during this time, it's going to be a really passionate, intense connection. Yeah. And also, last but not least, let me get some charms. Spirit, what can you tell me for pile number 3, the people who chose the leap of faith? Oracle card, what's happening for them in February 2024? What is happening for them in February 2024? Tell me, Spirit. Tell me, Spirit. Nothing. Nothing wants to come out. Tell me, Spirit, what's happening for file number 3 in 2024? Yeah, none of these want to come out. I mean, they don't feel right. So we have 2 elephants here, so I can't help but wonder if you have probably Bharani placements. Bharani or Revati placements. These nakshatras are connected to the elephant in Vedic astrology. Bharani falls in Aries, so that would be a very strong confirmation. And Revati falls in Pisces, in both of these in the in the Vedic astrology or the sidereal zodiac, so not the one that most people use. Yeah, if not, this is really specific, but some of you could be traveling to places where there are elephants, like maybe India or Africa could be, and or there could be with the elephant. See, elephants make me think of something majestic and powerful and with a lot of inertia. So, and again, makes me think of kind of like a bull-headed, stubborn person. So kind of confirmation of all that Mars energy. Like you're going to be a force to be reckoned with during this month. Like people are going to stay clear from your path because they can tell that you have a kind of intensity about your energy, maybe even if you're not particularly combative or something. Like there's just something about you that has an aura of don't mess with me, and people are gonna kind of stay clear. We also have here, this is cool, like we have the dot I think it's called like suspension. What is it called? Suspension dots. Yeah, so here's the thing. I think that people are just going to be speechless when it comes to you. I feel like either you're going to achieve something so amazing, like whether it's in the field of relationships, whether it's through your career, something about you is going to shock people, like flabbergast them or something. Like people are just going to be speechless when they look at what you do. And we have here, I am pretty sure that this is Saturn energy here. So it makes me think of, again, just keeping an eye on the prize and steadily and perseverantly work towards your goals, very, working hard, keeping your head down. And like I said, don't pay attention to any haters, and also try not to make too much noise when it comes to your goals. And again, we have 2 suspension dots. Wow, dot. I definitely think that people are going to be like shocked about you or something, somehow, something you do or the way you present yourself, or yeah, you're going to like leave a lot of people in awe basically in the month of February. And now we have, let's say, here we have kind of a flower or a star. This actually, again, makes me think of a spice. I'm not sure what it's called in English. Anissterne. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called in German. In any case, it makes me think of a spice, honestly. So again, this makes me think that makes me think of spicy, like again, aggressive, you becoming more aggressive. But again, potentially this could be you traveling, because we have the 9th house, traveling to some place where you get to taste like spicy foods, or just experiencing more spicy foods during this time in general. And we have the heart here, to me, confirmation of all the lovers, and the 10 of Cups. So a lot of love coming into your life in February, or somehow you like, I don't know, getting a new opportunity for love, opening your heart somehow. And last but not least, we have the butterfly, which to me is a confirmation of the Scorpio energy, because butterflies are all about transformation. So yeah, some of you, again, like I said, with the first house, you definitely could be going through some glow up, you know, literally with to do with your physical body. But if it's not to do with your physical body, it could just be any of these other areas. Like maybe you're learning new skills, you're brushing up on your skills, you know, reading more, so expanding your horizon somehow. So you are transforming, you know, slowly but surely with this butterfly energy. All right, so this is pretty much what I have for you, pile number 3, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. I definitely have very strong messages, and please comment in the comment section with any feedback you would like to give, or again, feel free to come at a later date and, you know, tell me how February went. I'm really curious. And yes, please subscribe to my channel if you have found value in this video or any others from my channel. Also, please click on the notifications bell if you want to see when I will post a new tarot reading. And also, if you're interested in a private tarot reading, I have left my email address in the video description. You can email me for a full list of reading options with prices. Normally, I charge 35 euros per like a 10-minute reading. I don't even know my own prices. I've written them down. Yeah, it's 35 for a 10-minute reading, and it's 40 something for like 44 or 45 for 15 or longer reading, and for a two-question reading, it's a minimal of 30 minutes, and it's about 70 euros, I think, 72 euros. So just to give you the brief of it, if you're curious, sorry. And aside from that, I've also left a link to private readings, private reviews that I have gotten for private readings before. If you're curious, again, if you're considering getting a reading, you might want to check them out. And last but not least, I have a astrology channel, as I mentioned, and I will be linking it in the video description as well as in the pinned comment. And if you are curious about astrology, I mainly focus on Vedic, but I use insights from tropical as well. I have a pretty strong knowledge base in both of them since I've been doing astrology for over 20 years now, and I also mix my knowledge with Chinese astrology also sometimes, and also Mayan astrology and numerology and a bunch of other systems. But mainly on my channel, I focus on Vedic astrology. So if you're curious, go ahead and check it out. Maybe subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope to see you at my next tarot reading, and I also hope that you have a great February 2024. Bye!